I have got a 5-minute spell to talk about Splatoon Raiders in 2026 before roadworks. Yeah, they're starting up again. You might be hearing that in the background. Hopefully you can't hear it too much. But yeah, what we'll be doing in the video is talking about what to expect for Splatoon Raiders in 2026. But before getting to that, make sure you are hitting that thumbs up button. Make sure you are hitting that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. So yeah, pretty much what we'll be doing is going through date order, the events that could happen for Splatoon Raiders. So I don't feel like Splatoon Raiders will show up at the Game Awards in 2025, so I'm just going to skip over that and go straight to the 1st of January 2026, where I feel like we will get artwork for Splatoon, and I feel like it could be for Splatoon Raiders. And if we do get artwork which is Splatoon Raiders themed, then it could indicate that the game will be coming out in 2026. But I feel like if we are going to be getting artwork on the 1st of January 2026, I feel like it will be for Frosty Fest for Splatoon 3, which hasn't been announced yet at this time of recording, but I definitely feel like there will be one in January 2026. So I feel like if there is going to be artwork for Splatoon on the 1st of January, then it probably will be for the Frosty Fest in Splatoon 3. So I guess the next possibility, albeit I feel like it will be a small one, but maybe at any time within January or February, we could get a shadow drop on Nintendo's Nintendo Today app, where we do get a brand new trailer for Splatoon Raiders showing off new gameplay elements, new story, stuff like that. If we are lucky, a release date at the end. I don't feel like Nintendo should do that though, because I don't feel like a lot of people outside of the Splatoon fan base are aware that a brand new spin-off game in the Splatoon series is coming out, because not a lot of people do check out the Nintendo Today app. I just feel like it's only the Splatoon fan base that are aware that a brand new spin-off game is coming out. That is why I feel like the next trailer should show up at the next Nintendo Direct, so that everybody can be aware that Splatoon Raiders does actually exist. More people tune into Nintendo Directs compared to shadow drops on Nintendo's Nintendo Today smartphone app. That leads nicely into the next possibility, which I feel like it could be a real possibility, and that is we could see the next Splatoon Raiders trailer in the February Nintendo Direct, and we could get a release date at the very end of that. If it doesn't show up there, then the next possibility is in the June Nintendo Direct, where I feel like if we don't see it in the February Nintendo Direct, then the release date I feel like it will be for the second half of 2026. Pretty much what we know in terms of the games that are coming out right now, we know about a lot of the games that are coming out in the first half of 2026. I would say that the latest game that we do know about at the moment is Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem game, which I feel like will be coming out in July. I feel like Splatoon Raiders will be coming out after that. So if we do see it in February, or if we do see it in the June Nintendo Direct, I feel like the release date then will be for the second half of 2026. If it is coming out in 2026, which is a question that I feel like can be asked, because pretty much in Nintendo's Nintendo Investors Meeting, it doesn't have a 2026 release date. It never has had a 2026 release date, despite what a lot of people do say. A lot of people do get confused about Splatoon Raiders being a 2026 game, because it never got a 2026 release date at the very end of its reveal trailer. And in Nintendo's Investors Meeting, it did say just simply to be decided, TBD, and in the follow-up screenshot they did say TBA, or to be announced. So yeah, it doesn't have a definite date at this time of recording. There is a real possibility that we will have to wait all the way up until the September Nintendo Direct for its first appearance in 2026, and if it does make its first appearance in September, then we will get a 2027 release date then. I do feel like it will show up before then. I do feel like it will show up in at least the June Nintendo Direct, and I wouldn't be surprised if we did get a 2027 release date then. But there is always the possibility that we will have to wait all the way up until September for more news on the game. But yeah, whenever Splatoon Raiders does show up again, whether it be the February, June or September Nintendo Direct, pretty much what Nintendo will do is announce pre-order bonuses, maybe even reveal a Splatoon themed Switch 2. Maybe that will be revealed closer to when Splatoon Raiders does actually come out. But I feel like what we will get is a Splatoon Raiders website where they will go more in depth on the stuff that they might cover in their latest Nintendo Direct trailer for Splatoon Raiders. We will get a website covering even more details on the game. I feel like that is a definite guarantee. If the game is coming out in 2026, I feel like we will get a Nintendo Direct for Splatoon Raiders. I know it is a spin-off game, but Splatoon is massive in Japan. That is why I do feel like we will get a Nintendo Direct just for Splatoon Raiders. But I feel like that will happen closer to when the game will come out, and if it is coming out in the second half of 2026, which is up in the air in my opinion, then we will probably get this Nintendo Direct maybe August, September time. But I really wouldn't be surprised if Splatoon Raiders did come out in 2027, and if that is the case, then we will get that Nintendo Direct in my opinion in 2027 and not 2026. That is just my main message to you pretty much for this video, is going to 2026 not expecting Splatoon Raiders to come out in 2026 because it is up in the air at the moment. I feel like it is better to be safe than sorry in that sort of aspect. It is better going in expecting it to come out later than 2026. So say like if it will not come out next year, then you will not be disappointed. Prepare yourself now for it to come out in 2027. But that's pretty much all what I need to talk about in the video. I would just say let the devs cook. I wouldn't be bothered if the game did come out in 2027. I am not just a Splatoon channel. I've covered other Nintendo games out there. I'm not like other Splatoon YouTubers that pretty much just post Splatoon and that is it. So I rely solely on Splatoon and play only Splatoon. I play other Nintendo games, I cover other Nintendo games as well. So I'm not really that bothered when Splatoon Raiders does come out. The longer the time they spend on the game, the better in my opinion. But yeah, one thing I would say just to wrap this video up is that we did hear about the leak. It would be around about 2 years from January 2026 when we did hear about Splatoon Raiders being in development. So maybe that is indication that the game is close to finishing up development and we will see it sooner than what people might realise. Maybe it will come out in 2026. But I feel like it is safe to assume that it will come out in 2027 instead. That is what I'm going into 2026 expecting. I will be expecting a release date for Splatoon Raiders in 2027, but we will get a trailer for the game in 2026 at some point. But that is enough waffling for one video. I will see you in another video soon.